You can move, son. All right, are we on?
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Sound check, Mo. Sound check, Fred. Sound check, Sui. Yeah, okay. How are we, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Thanks for tuning in once again to what are they
League
called
lads,
this?
bro.
League lads, that's the one. Sorry guys, I've been fasting all day, and I'm currently in a food coma. I didn't have Nutella's nude today. Fred is spewing because Fred really wanted some, but it's fine. My name's Sui, Bulldog supporter. As you can see, jersey's on, and I'm with my co-host, the absolute legend of a guy. Look at him. You want to blush for me?
That's how I look at Bunty, bro.
Bunty.
Every time I see Bunty.
I'm here with Hectic Fred. He needs no further introduction. We all know who he is. You know what he does. It's been a crazy week of footy. Quality's been a bit down. It's dropping slowly. I feel like it is. I feel like there's some games that are getting a bit sloppy now. We're starting to see refs actually be refs. And we're going to dive into that. We're going to talk about all of that because we are very frustrated. And as footy heads, we don't like to see these kind of things. We like to see like consistency, and we like to see if something's going to be called one way, then call it one way. Don't call it the other way when you feel like it. So before we get into all of that, we're going to go with game by game. Let's start off with the first game of the week, which was massive. Probably my favourite game of the week. It was the grand final rematch, the Western Sydney Derby. Can we say
It's one of them. One of the Western Sydney
Sydney. Oh, it's a big one. It's not. It's a big one. Parramatta versus Penrith. Parramatta won by a point. Mitchell Moses absolutely slots a field goal in extra time. And look, it was a game for the ages. It was a good game. I think it was very, very close. Obviously, the score says that, but with all the pressure that Moses had to face this week with the contract and all the bullshit I've been hearing and whatnot, I feel like he was MVP. Without that field goal, he was the better player than Cleary was on the other end. I think Penrith struggled. I don't know what it was, but they struggled to get that final bit of push in attack, which they're going to struggle a lot this year with missing Api Coruscant and Kikau, and Sanu Luke went off, I think, first half. That's another big loss. Hosking came on, on debut. Lee Martin pulled out. So there was a fair few bit of things for Penrith to overcome in that game, but tell me what you thought of that game. Before we speak about one of the biggest moments in that game, I want you to tell me what you thought overall of the game.
Look, that was my favourite game of the season thus far.
Yeah.
We want to talk about, it was... there are other games this week where everybody's just dropping it left, right and centre. This was the polar opposite. I think both teams probably knocked the ball on twice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just real gritty arm wrestle type of game, and then we got a crazy finish at the end,
bro, that ending. What was your reaction in the ending?
We're watching it live, man, and I'm like, oh boys, there's no way. I'm like,
ain't no way, boy.
Bro, they're gonna need a miracle, boys. And then Junior Fuller said, "Say less, bro." So I could just kill him, man.
I swear, Parramatta was like, yes, we got it, we're there, blah, blah, blah. And then Paulo just does that. And he's a senior player too, so I know it probably just happens in the moment. But when I seen that, I was like, surely we don't get a grandstand finish now. Because we deserve it. This game deserves it. This game has been top-notch. Everything about its quality, the defense, the attack, the scoreboard, everything has been so good. And then Nathan Cleary, bro, cometh the man, cometh the hour. He says, you know what? Let me take a kick. See, because he could have went for the goal, for the actual penalty goal. Latrell done it.
No way.
It's too far. I know, but
it's like
I'm saying
80 meters away.
I know, but
no, he couldn't have gone for it.
They still had time. I don't know. People, I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I would have been like, nah, I get it. You're that guy. You're him. You're Himothy.
Bro, no one in the world's kicking that, bro.
I don't know. Maybe.
The penalty happened on the 25, 30 meters.
Yeah, because he's got the extra legs, bro.
70 meters.
You never know. But look, man, we looked at it that way, and then we're like, all right, he took the kick, the penalty kick, got the ball, and just absolutely nailed the field goal. Bro, when I tell you that man has ice in his veins, to be able to do that, to slot it from, correct me if I'm wrong, he was on the right side of the field, and it went perfect, bro. Just made it. The distance was good. The accuracy was good. Nathan Cleary, he's that guy, bro.
We had no doubt. I had no doubt once the ball
didn't?
left his boot.
Oh, yeah. The way he
Once
kicked
the
it.
ball left his... Bro, once I knew what he was doing and what he was going for, it's Nathan, bro. He's clutch, dude.
We have to find him a name. Like Nathan Cleary.
Nathan him. He's him, bro. That's the caption I put on the
bro.
clip.
He's so good.
He was crazy, dude. And then, you know, Mitch Kenny said, "Hey, bro, I love Junior Paulo, man. He's my inspiration. Let me just repeat it. Let me just
You gotta
do what
copy
Junior
idols
did.
sometimes, bro.
I want to be called Junior Kenny. That's what he said, bro. And then pretty much flipped on its head, bro. Once you can't give away a penalty in extra time.
Nah.
And Mitch, I've seen him do it against my team before at the games. He's money from the field goal usually.
Yeah.
And that was just a really good game. And Parramatta, like even if you lose that game for your Parramatta, I wouldn't even be worried because they've played pretty well in every game.
They played
only
better.
just lost the first 3 games. If Madison just paid the fine and didn't cop the 3-week
You hear what he
suspension,
said?
they would have won all 3. Yeah, I did hear what he said.
I thought it was trials.
That is cap.
That is the.
That is major cap.
Stop the cap.
That is like he's just trying to find anything to just.
He's trying to hold on
bro,
to it.
if I was a teammate, I'd pay the $4,000 for him.
I'd be like, yeah.
There's no way like one of my teammates is missing.
Someone like that too.
Yeah.
Someone very important, bro.
He's important to the team, bro.
Especially
He's
with
a
the losses of
borderline origin
Papali'i.
player. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I'd be so mad if I was a teammate and he took for whatever reason. Like that's a week's wage, bro. I'm sure you can forego it, or I'm sure you can arrange something. Like, we don't know the full story, but come on, bro. I've never heard of anything like that ever happening.
Phil Gilt said I would have tied him up, put him in the boot, and I agree with him, bro.
I would not, dude. I would not take it.
Yeah.
I would not take it.
Well, that was a great game.
Yeah. Really good. Really
Mitchell
good
Moses,
game,
look, I know he gets a lot of stick, and people are like he's not worth the money. And what people have to understand in this market now, there is no halfbacks anymore, bro. There is no halfbacks, bro. Like people are telling me Flanagan, bro. I said, all right, we'll go get me someone. Who you gonna get me? I'm all ease, bro.
You got Trindle. That's it.
I'm all ease. And Trindle's not even your solution because if
Yeah.
you're gonna chase someone, you chase someone that's complete halfback. You know, not someone.
So you got to take a risk, bro.
That's right.
Like I bet you any money in Cronulla's mind, it was sort of a risk to go for Hines because usually people leave the Melbourne system and get worse.
That's right.
Because it's very easy to look good in the system where everybody's well drilled. Like
It's different.
Come on, man. It's a different environment, and he's the star, and he took it in his stride, and that's an MVP. You know, Daddy M level 7 that they got for $600K last year.
It's a bug.
That's buy of the year stuff. Like you can talk about Adam Reynolds all you want, but Nico's on $250,000, $200,000 less, and one Daddy M, and we'll talk
That's a
more.
big W, man.
We'll talk more about him later.
We will. But that was absolutely phenomenal game. I love watching Cleary and Moses go at it. The kicking, the halfback stuff turns me on, bro. I'll be honest with all of you. I love it. Moving over to the next game, which was an absolute shocker. Horrendous. The quality just went down after this, bro.
Yeah, look.
Melbourne Tigers, 24-12. Melbourne won, obviously. It didn't... The scoreline was like... I don't know, man. I don't know.
Bro, I think it was... The scoreline made it look closer than it was, but the Friday 6 o'clock games are really hard for me to watch live.
Why is that? You're busy?
Just coming back from work, bro. You know what I mean? Like...
They're actually one of the best games to watch, usually.
I hate them. I hate it so much. I think they should remove that time slot altogether.
Yeah.
Move it to Sunday. Like, that's what I would do.
Put 3
but
games
they
on
want
Sunday?
2 games on Friday. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, everyone has difference in opinion.
Yeah, that's something that I will do. But I watched this one back and as fast forwarded because it was
the shittest game.
It was, bro. It wasn't the best. But if they didn't have Munster, they lose that game. That's my opinion. And as we call him on stream, Munster.
Mad Dog Money.
He's Mad Dog Munster.
Bro, he's so good.
He's the star of the show, bro.
He's so
I put him in fantasy this week.
Absolutely.
It's risky because Ezra's versus the Tigers, but I reckon
And you got Ezra in your team.
I took him out for Munster.
Ooh.
It's my guy, bro. I always get big money Munster.
Look, Munster for me is that type of player that can. It doesn't matter what's happening in the team, he'll get it done.
Yeah.
That he'll get the job done. And we've spoke about him before. We don't want to elaborate too much on him, but you're right, bro. If they don't have him in the game, they're missing Jerome Hughes, bro. People don't understand that these players make a big difference in big games.
Nelson,
even
bro.
in normal games, bro.
Nelson is a massive loss, bro.
You know that Nelson's not going to come up with like a lot of errors, like whoever else was starting. You know that Munster, Hughes, their decision making is going to be on point. Pappenhausen. I know Nick Meaney's there, but come on, bro. Pappenhausen is like elite fullback status.
Yeah, it's going to take some working out, but they utilise their backs a lot better this week. I think it's like Warbrick, bro.
I'm spewing. I never started
like Warbrick was a tank, bro.
Was so good on.
He's so strong, bro. He'd be like tackling a big brick. Like it would hurt.
Actually getting
Warbrick, a brick used for war.
Bro,
like,
he let me down.
It's the hardest name, bro.
He let me down the last couple of weeks for Supercoach.
Like, yeah, I did the same thing. I put Taruva,
I didn't start him. I didn't start Khan Pereira.
Yeah, I didn't either. I had Taruva, man.
Me too. I had all three of them, and I didn't start any of them.
Taruva was great. Taruva was great. And
bro, Moses just kept kicking to him.
Yeah, that was the goal. Yeah. But yeah, for this game, man, Luke Brooks, bro. Come on, bro. How many chances do you want to prove yourself? He's getting progressively worse as his contract goes higher. Like, bro, at this rate, he's not going to be in the NRL next year.
I uploaded the video on TikTok of the Tigers, and it popped off a little bit. People were like, it's not the same, and everyone was going in for Luke Brooks and going at him, and rightly so, bro. Like, as a 7 on that money, been in that team for that long, you got that experience. You should be turning, you should be at least pushing the team further, getting the team to do a bit better and whatnot. But I don't blame him, bro. Like, I do, but I don't at the same time, and I get it. But I think once he leaves that team, I don't know why. He will be better again. Like, he'll go back to being comfortable, confident. He'll play a bit better footy. And obviously, everything won't have to go through him, He'll have a system where he can do things. So, yeah, but I think it's time for Luke Brooks and the Tigers to just end it, bro. I don't know what Sheen's thought. Tim Sheens has to remember that the last time he coached was, I don't know how many years ago. So, the game's so different now, bro. Like, hookers are different now. Locks are different now. Like, everyone's playing a different role. The game's more quicker.
It's not Sheen's, bro.
I know that, but, like, I don't know. What is it, bro? What is it for Tigers? Like,
dude,
is there a solid answer for me?
The last 10 years, dude, there's one common denominator, and it's Brooks.
Okay, well, you get rid of Brooks.
But I don't think Brooks is that bad. I think he could really benefit from a trip to the Super League or something like that. But the way I see it is they've dominated through the middle so much throughout these first four games.
Yeah.
And then the ball goes out wide, and they're literally passing it to some of the worst backs in the comp. Like, when Brent Naden is your best back, you have a problem, bro. You have a problem. Really promising. Tupou was their best player was their best player.
Tupou or Kapoa?
Junior Tupou. He should have been in the lineup from round 1. I don't understand why he wasn't. He better cement his spot, because he was the only back that I could sit there and look and say, like, that guy's going to be there for the next 3 years minimum. Like, or you should try. But we all know with the Tigers, the one good player they have that's young, another team poaches it.
Yeah, because they just can't keep it. They don't have the quality and ambition to win things like every other team does. You know what I mean? Wherever they leave, or the money, or I don't know what it is at Tigers. It's an absolute shit show there, bro.
But look, I would say the Tigers would turn it around if their upcoming schedule wasn't so rough. They got like Brisbane, Penrith, Manly,
can you imagine they get a result in one of them games, bro?
If they can win one of those games, it's a massive boost. They got Parramatta as well. That's their next 4 out of their next 6 games.
That could easily be 4 L's, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's the thing. This team is way better than the one last year, but they're not playing like it. They're not getting the results.
I feel like they have to build around Coruscant too, man. Like, get quick play the ball players. Get someone that's quick, edgy on the side where he can run and play off. Like, I think him and Dewey is the solution for me. Is him and Dewey have to link up.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, speak, create a connection off the field, and just go from there. You might,
get that chemistry, man.
They need that chemistry. They need time as well.
The one thing I do like though is their forward pack. Yeah. Even when they're having to use their Stefano Ikamanu, Papali has probably been like their worst one, bro. That's the sad thing.
And he's the best. He's
the highest paid one.
Bateman's been unbelievable.
But now I think he's apparently injured. But Pole, I think Fanua Pole is his first name. Sean Bloor. Like, bro, just please stay healthy, Sean. Like, we all want to... He's been out so
He's a
much.
gun. 12. When did they say 12 scored? Try already, bro. Enough's enough.
Like, I'm still mad at Frizzell, bro.
Everyone is, bro. All right, let's move on to the next game. The Brisbane Derby.
Finally, you got it right.
Say, cuz I got it right this time. The Brisbane Derby. 12-18. Broncos edge it. I don't know. I feel like the Dolphins, they showed heart.
As always.
As always. They displayed everything they could. Someone got simbined, if I'm not wrong, from the Dolphins. No, okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm tripping
I'm trying to remember.
Because, bro, there's been so much simbins in the Dolphins games where...
Yeah, I can't even remember now. But, like, I just want to say, bro, the first half was a rough watch for me. Everybody was trying to tell me that, oh, yeah, you don't enjoy rugby league if you think this game's boring. I didn't... Like, it wasn't really boring, more than... Like, it was frustrating.
It wasn't a boring game. It was frustrating.
It was frustrating, bro, because, because they had, like, 50 and 60% completion rates in the first half.
Yeah.
And in the first 20 minutes of the second half, it was more of the same.
He was ginning on TikTok.
I was losing it, bro, because I'm so deep in this game. Bro, they won't hold the ball, man. And then the last 20, like, at least they hold the ball in the last 20. Pardon my language, but that was the frustration, lad. That was the frustration.
Bro,
and,
but that Katoni Staggs try in the end, bro.
He's got some toe.
He's got
I love
some
him
toe.
so much. The jokes that I make about him is only because I love him so much.
That's how you are. You got tough love.
I'm a jokester, and
you got tough love, but if you love someone, you'll be like you'll grill the shit out of him.
Yeah, but bro, like when Dylan Arthur joined us, bro, I got a big pappy jersey. You know, what I mean? Like anything that happens, any sort of scandal or like unfortunate thing that happens, I like to embrace it. Like
you banter him,
banter a bit. No, not even banter. Like I just make it into something like good.
Positive.
I don't know. He's the bloke's got toe in his name.
But I feel like that's the best way to go about life.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like,
there's no time to
just
be.
laugh at yourself.
Yeah, just laugh at it and move on.
I love him so much.
I think last year he wasn't the best, bro. I think last year he suffered a lot, but this year I think he's like, you know what, bro, we got quality in our side. You know, let me put my name up, bro. I remember his Origin game was like, the Origin debut for me was horrendous, bro. And I said, look, I don't know why I didn't pick Campbell Graham over him, and everyone was going for me, and I'm like, bro, like. I don't know, like players like that, Katoni Staggs, you give him early ball, you see what he can do. You know, he can go there, break the line and whatnot.
He's got the best fend.
He's got the best fend, the best push and shove.
I'll never forget when he sent like Ewan Aiken into another dimension, bro, and ran all the way and scored. Like he has the potential to just completely take over a game. And oh man, I love him. And it was just a really good performance from sort of both teams in that last 20.
Yeah, they both edged it out.
It was just, I don't know, bro. Everyone was telling me it was really humid and the ball would be very slippery. And
they were missing a few players, bro. Like Sullivan, sorry. It wasn't a Simbin. Sullivan actually went off in the first half.
Yeah, he's torn
that's what it was, my
now,
bad.
bro. And that's going to be...
That's what, 12 weeks, bro?
That's
even
8
more.
to 12 weeks.
That's sad, bro. One of our favourites to be speaking about him.
And he's been a poor man's Adam Reynolds.
Literally.
Like
if you go back and watch all our episodes, all we talk about is O'Sullivan, how much we love him.
And Adam Reynolds.
And Adam Reynolds.
Players cut from that same cloth, man. He's smart. I'm really gutted for him, man.
That's all right. Hopefully he's back and recovers pretty quickly because the Dolphins really need him.
Yeah.
And they got to go with Milford and Katoa now, which I don't know how that works. But it's Wayne Bennett in charge, bro. So you always have that hope, man. All right, let's move on to the next game. Cowboys, Titans. This game was a bit of a hard watch for me too.
Like the Titans looked really good, man.
This was a bit of a hard watch, bro. Yeah, they looked a bit good. Fafita was out. Fafita played well. Tino was so
ball,
good,
bro. They got to give him more ball.
We've been saying it for how long now, bro? And I think they're listening. I think Kieran Foran healthy? I think he's injured.
No, he got hurt. He got hurt again early last. Yeah, I felt like if they had him,
he would have went over. But you reckon the Cowboys they've been losing their quality this year, bro? They feel like they're just getting less and less. I don't know what it is. Now they're missing Nanai. He's gone for 2 weeks, which is a massive loss for them, bro. Chad Townsend, Dearden was outstanding.
Dearden's always outstanding.
He's always so good, bro. He's gonna be like Queensland's next thing, I think.
But yeah, no, I feel like they're really missing Gilbert.
Yeah,
he's a really good player.
He's at the Dolphins. Bro, he was so good in that Dolphins game.
Yeah, man, and like, look, there's one thing that they have a stock of. It's like edge back rowers. Yeah. Like I'm sure Helium, Lukey, or Griffin Neem can fill in that void that
definitely
Nanai is gonna leave, but Nanai is their best. He's their best forward in my opinion. Him and Cotter are spectacular.
Yeah, the try scorers, bro.
And There's just something missing. I don't know if it's just
Maybe they're
just their games.
drained.
They would have pumped the other team last year.
Oh, definitely.
But
If they
the
were
thing
on last year quality.
It's the thing, but they're also missing drink water, and he's a big loss.
He's a big loss, yeah.
As good as Chester's been going, he's not drink water.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we'll wrap that one up quickly. Cowboys over the Titans. The game, you can say game of the round after the Para and Penrith game. Souths and Manly. Again, tough to watch because of errors. So many errors during the game.
And then a refereeing error.
And a refereeing error with that forward pass. I've been saying this for so long, bro. I've been saying this before we even started this podcast, before anything. I've been saying, why don't we have technology that rules on forward passes? Like, we have bunker, we have all this rubbish. Like, even the things we have, they're not even good enough, okay? But if you're going to sit there and try, like, all right, let's just fix the problems that we see, you know? There's some problems that, like the Alex McKinnon, when the Alex McKinnon thing happened, the whole game changed, right? And that was like a calamity, something big had to happen for them to change things. Well, this is a problem we see week in, week out. Refs calling forward pass. Touches 20 meters away, calling forward passes. You know, I don't get it. This makes no sense to me. Go and bring out technology. Our game makes enough money to reinvest and get technology that can... Or, bro, even not just go back and have a look, you know? Let it be an eye test. Not an instant in-the-moment thing where we can't even go back and rule on it, bro. We can't even go back and say, hey, nah, you can't rule that. It's forward pass. So if I NFL ball something and the ref doesn't see it, so what? We give it a try? It makes no sense for me, bro. And that robbed Manly. Like, it took it away from... Because Manly scored that try. Look at the scoreline. The end of the scoreline was 13-12, you know? Manly were dominant. They made less errors. They were on top of the game more. Souths were like, I don't know. I feel like Souths was so lucky to win, bro.
Yeah, no.
I feel like they were so lucky to win, bro.
The thing with me is, like, it is sort of payback for what they did to Parramatta the week before, because Regan would have scored off a pass that was called forward that was backwards.
So karma, a bit of karma.
And I'd understand if it was the Cherry Evans pass to Schuster a couple passes before the one that they actually called it for, because that one was borderline flat.
Yeah.
You know, I guess you could call it forward. I'd understand it if they called it forward, but I'd let that go. But the fact that they called that Brad Parker one forward when in no way was that a forward pass, that's when you just can only just be like, come on, man.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
How do you miss a 3-meter forward pass
and then call that one?
And then call that one.
And it happened in the Bulldogs game as well, bro. And like, we're gonna get to that. But
listen, it was a good game.
Elias came up clutch.
Elias was clutch, man.
Trelmit couldn't do it.
Trelmit's usually cluch.
He is.
Like, he's usually never. He's never really used to taking them close. He's always taken them far out, way far out, man.
Remember that one against...
I can't even remember one that he kicked from short.
Remember the one against, was it Melbourne?
Yeah.
When they dummied Kiri, was it Kiri or Cronk, I think? And they went to Latrell and he just bagged, and I was like, he's
clutch, bro, but like occasionally you have ones like that.
I know, I feel like he's not playing 100% for the Souths, bro. I feel like if he is, they win the game, bro.
So he always starts the season off slow, bro. Yeah. He's a big boy, man.
Rabbitohs tend to do that a lot.
And like I just have a feeling that like the Rabbits, it's just as a team start slow.
That's what I'm saying. They tend to do that a lot. A lot of people tell me that. Like Rabbitohs.
That's why I had him at 5th. That's why I had them at 5th, because I feel like they don't care about the regular season as much as some other teams do.
They drop a lot of points.
Like the Roosters, full sweat in Storm, full sweat usually in regular season, you know. But
and then they shit at the end.
But the Rabbitohs, bro, they always coast them, man, and they peak. But when they're on, bro, and when Latrell's on,
it's dangerous. But
Cody Walker, I'm not captaining him in fantasy anymore.
Look at Cody Walker, bro. I'll speak about him a bit more later. But Cody Walker was unbelievable. I called him a fraud last week, so he turned that around very, very quickly. But I don't know what it is. Cam Murray, bro, I love Cam Murray.
Every game, man.
Cam Murray's so good.
But he was gassed.
He was
mad gas, and I've never seen him mad gas like that.
You never see him. And I think they played Kolomatangi in the middle and Cam Murray on the edge. I don't know what they were doing, but the commentator kept saying it, and I could see Kolomatangi getting thrashed, bro. And also, before we move on from this game, Ola Kawatu, I want to see him in the New South Wales team.
Small, bro.
Even if
from
he's...
G40.
Even if he's not in the actual team, if he's at least around the camp, build him up to get him ready, because he's got that aggression, bro, that you need in Origin. And we miss that shit sometimes,
and
bro.
he runs with purpose. That's the thing for me. Every time he gets the ball, he's either running to smash the crap out of the guy in front of him, or he's looking to score.
That's right. And
Or
that
and he's able to get an offload, and you can't. It's so hard to tackle him one-on-one. I wouldn't want to.
Bro, that try he scored was like, I was like, that was NBA shit.
That's what they do to Nana, but that was one-handed,
That was
bro.
LeBron
That is
James
so
shit.
hard.
I was like,
Odell Beckham Jr. That is hard, dude. I was shocked when he scored that. People didn't make a big of it, like
Mate, big of a
they didn't
deal.
make a big deal about it. I made a big deal about it. I had to, dude.
well, you know we don't miss it, bro.
Smollett's cracked, bro.
You know we don't miss it on the couch, bro. We love to talk. We know everything
Got
because
the eye for detail, bro.
yeah, okay, bro. Nah, we fought Lebo mad there. Let's move on to the game we want to talk about the most. We're gonna spend some time on this. Bulldogs, Warriors. Look, I tipped the Warriors. Let's start off and just say our tips. I tipped the Warriors. Bulldogs for me never win.
I tipped the Warriors too.
You tipped the Dogs, huh?
I tipped the Warriors.
Did you actually?
Well, I said the Warriors.
Okay, you're sweet. I actually tipped them in my tips, and I was going so well into the Raiders game, but I just always knew that the Bulldogs weren't gonna win. I feel like our bench is, and that's
something we got to talk about, man.
we will talk about it. But I'm saying I feel like Bulldogs never win at. We never beat Warriors.
6 in a row they've beaten us.
We never beat Warriors at all in general, and then we never beat them in New Zealand anyway. So it was like a double whammy for me. So when we went up early, I was like,
But we're close.
did I stuff up?
We're very close.
Very close. And first criticism of the season that I'm going to give to Seraldo is the bench. I know we have injuries. Everyone has injuries. A lot of teams don't have depth. Dolphins, they don't have depth. They work with it. But we got a winger and we got a hooker. That's 2 spots on our bench, bro. That's like, I understand if we're trying to win games and we're putting them on, but we're actually just, I don't know. We're very fatigued. We're on top of the games. Most of our games were on top until the last 20 minutes. Same as the Tigers game. We're very fatigued, bro. We need meters on the bench. We need someone to come on, make solid tackles. We need a boost. For me, I don't know, man. Tanner didn't even play. Well, I don't know. Okombo played. I don't know what Okombo's still doing in this team.
He's like the one actual forward on the thing besides Waddell.
You know what baffles me? Like, what's why? Like, why?
I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
It's not like we don't have talent in New South Wales Cup, especially.
Bro, we have Moran,
Bro,
we have
Moran.
Tapine.
Bro, Moran, Topine.
Topine, sorry, I mispronounced it, sorry.
Topine. I always say Topine. But listen, man, Curtis Moran came... I remember when he debuted against the Tigers, was electric, bro. It
was so
He's
good.
just so much energy in the middle. And it's just what we need.
And he's not even on the bench again.
We're coming on, like... And even, like, let's look at round 1. He's been doing it every game where we basically only use 2 guys on the bench. That's Brown, who, like, at times, dude, like...
There's no point of having Brown on there sometimes.
He's not playing hook. He's not a middle forward. Like, I see what they're trying to do.
If Mani comes off and Brown goes on, I get it.
I understand.
I'll
but
understand.
In the forward line, in the forward pack, I don't really understand. Like, I could see what he's trying to do, but I wouldn't do that. And now he's got a fractured arm, so he's going to be out for a bit. And Josh Reynolds comes in. And that, if you want energy, you want a boost, that's the bloke that's going to give it to you.
And there should be only one of them type of players on the bench.
Yeah, not Okombo too. And I understand, like, if he's going to use Okombo as a forward, I could see it. He played back in the day in reserve grade as a forward. Bro was scoring hat-tricks as a back rower. His issue for me on the wing is under the high ball, he's bad.
Has no confidence on the wing, bro.
Like, when it comes to making defensive reads on the wing, he's terrible. But it's easier to make reads in the middle, in my opinion, because it's not. Most of the time, it's not like make or break, and you have guys that can sort of have your back. As long as he stays in the line, he's a big boy, man.
Can I ask you something?
His runs were good, man.
Can I ask you something? Why?
I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know why Topine
Why is he
on the
there?
bench.
We have... Bro,
this is what I don't
Topine
get.
is a bulldog at heart. He's the one last year that was... You seen effort in him in our worst games, bro. Curtis Moran, like you said, comes in, brings energy, mad. All right, they get neglected. Because what? And then we have like an excuse to say Pangai and Thompson. Who cares, bro? Everyone gets injuries, you know? Like, I'm speaking here from like a Bulldogs bias. I'm going to be biased too, but let's be real now. Like, we have injuries, mad. And I'm not throwing anything at Seraldo. Like, so far he's done well for us. Still early days.
There's big improvements.
There's big improvements in mentality, in attitude, the way we're playing. But, bro, them games can cost us the 8. Like, the way we played against Warriors, I don't think we deserve to win. But we could have won easily.
Yeah.
Like, it could have happened.
And there's a lot of things to unpack in this game. But
let's get straight into it.
Here's the thing for me. Last thing, man. You have Skelton. You have Topine. You have Moran. You have, like... I just don't understand why we're using Ockenball, why we're using Tanner and not using them on the bench. He's there for a reason.
Literally.
Put him on.
Let him play, man.
Let these, for the safety of our own players, bro. It boggles my mind how
Bro, Sutton was gas.
he's gone, bro.
He was like,
Thank God we got Pele back. I'm so sad about Pango because I was G'd up for him to come back this week.
But you know what?
But Gus said he's nowhere near, which is why I'm worried he could be out for ages. Obviously, we're missing Thompson too. They're two
big players
forwards
for us.
Davey, man, when Davey's ready, I think he's going to be ready soon. Andrew Davies is going to be class. He's going to be
He's so
class.
good,
I think
bro.
it's just a better version of Waddell. So I'm very keen for these forwards to come back because we really need them to come back.
But when we get a full team
but
back...
I like our bench better this week. I
Yeah.
see Ockenball's still there. I can understand what Serraldo's doing. I get it, man. He's pretty quick. He's big. All the bloke has to do is run and
make his meters, tackle,
whatnot, and hold the ball.
Don't knock it on. And he hasn't been making any errors.
But let him play actual meaningful minutes.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes is not going to cut it. Playing Pele 10 minutes is not going to cut it.
He needs at least 25, bro.
He needs 20 minutes minimum. Like Pele especially, his max is 20, but leave him out there for 20.
Yeah.
Get him involved more. He's a wrecking ball.
I reckon you should start the game with him and then bring on the workhorses later.
No, I feel like you need... Pele's the perfect bench for because he runs hard and he's big.
Yeah.
And if he's dealing with tight forwards, he's going to be a tank, but... The thing, we really need to credit the Warriors, dude.
Yeah.
Because we're Dogs fans. We're going to talk about our Dogs. But I want to give credit to the Warriors because, overall, the referee was bad. But the fact that the kick-out thing happened, and at first I thought it was whatever the referee calls should be,
Right, cool.
if he called it try, it should be a try. If he called it no try, it should be a no try. But seeing the back angle of him hitting the ball out, why the bunker didn't look at that? Because that's a 100% strip.
Yeah, well, that's...
And then the fact that we scored right after that would have been a gut. I would have been mad if I was a player. The fans were losing it. Adokar for the 10 seconds he was running.
He's like, shit.
Just getting booed by the whole Mount Smart
Stadium.
And they came back from it. And I just really want to credit the coach. Because
Webster?
He's, man... The way they are playing is not the Warriors of old. They are kicking on full tackle. They're putting really smart kicks in.
Their forwards are
rolling through.
They're being used properly.
Jazz Tavanga and Dylan Walker came on and completely changed that game. And of course, they started with Bunty, and that's my guy, bro. That's it. Bunty talk. I want to be the leader of the Bunty fan club. Anyone that talks smack about Bunty, you got to deal with me and the boys that are proud to be part of Bunty.
And the couch,
talk.
brother. Yeah, I'm sponsoring Bunty Talk.
Bro, that's it, bro. I love Bunty so much.
You're right, but
he's a guy that every time he touches the ball, he's running with 110% of his energy. Now, he's not getting that many minutes, but for a fact that those minutes he's playing, he's going to be impactful. Yeah. And they're going to need 7 blokes to tackle him because he's too big.
But I think you have to credit the whole team, bro.
But the whole team, Sean Johnson, man, why he always turns into prime Sean Johnson when he versus us.
Against us.
But, brother, he was spectacular.
But you know what?
He was defending so well because he had kick out and burden all day to deal with. And they were spamming that side, and he dealt with it every time. And they used their bench properly. Their starting force, Fanua Blake, man. Shaolin Goro, that's my nickname for him with his haircut. Bro, he's been great. Somebody was trying to tell me that he declined from when he left Manly.
Nah, man.
I think he's at his prime now, bro. The way he's playing, he's leading their forward pack in terms of runs.
But he's still at Manly. That's a poor pack to have.
He's leading that forward pack with just you could tell vocally, man. Yeah. He's that. The guy he's
taking charge.
They all follow him.
Yeah.
And Freddie Lussick at a dummy half was very zippy and dangerous and shifty. And I was not expecting that because I haven't seen too much of him. I thought Egan would be a big loss, but he played very well. Every time they got a quick play of the ball, he was at a dummy half, looking to attack.
They lost a lot of players. That's what I was going to say. The injuries too. Mm-hmm. So they there was no excuse. I thought they played way better than us.
Yeah.
Sean Johnson, I want to give him a big rap because last year had a very, very hard season. And I'll never forget the media. Sean Johnson for me is one of my favourites. I'm a big Benji Marshall supporter. I love Benji Marshall. So to have someone still who plays like him, I know it's a bit different now, but Johnson's that guy, man. And when he was coming to the Bulldogs, I was so excited. The only thing I was worried about is his injuries. And then he just had an awful season last year. And, bro, you can see that it was a lot of it was mental. Like, couldn't have his family in New Zealand. Like, it was just, everything was downhill. They couldn't play footy there. They were going back and forth. So I just want to give him his flowers. Sean Johnson's been unbelievable. Even though you hurt me against us, I was so pissed off at him. So good. But, man, like, you'll have to see players go back into their form. But, yeah, overall, man, the Warriors, they're that team this year. And their coach, like you said, he deserves full credit for what he's doing. He's turned it around for him. He's got him playing. He's got him believing again. You know what I mean? He's got him being that team that is pushing. The forward pack's doing everything. Their wingers are Kossi and Montoya.
Yeah.
Bro, Montoya's in the form of his life right now.
Bro, we were like, the Parramatta had a game plan to kick away from To'o. Our game plan was to kick away from Montoya. Because he is solid as a rock.
Yeah.
He runs, you feel it.
I don't remember him being solid for us, cuz.
Bro, I loved him. I loved him for us. One of his best games for us was against the Warriors. I think it was his debut, and he's just so strong, man. And he runs the ball with such like desire. Like he wants to just make as many meters as possible. He sent Flanagan flying, bro.
Bro, Flanagan.
And Flanagan's not bad defensively,
I feel
dude.
bad for him. I was on FaceTime with Flanagan last week.
Yeah, oh man, I like him, dude. I like. He gets a bad rap. People are saying, bro, he made 2 runs for 10 meters, whatever. Like, at the end of the day, he's not the only half that's not performing. Like, Burden sort of needs... I think he's trying to do too much. He needs to use Flanagan more. And I feel like he needs to just really focus on running the ball more.
Who's played more footy? But Flanagan's played more footy than Burden has. So Flanagan should be like, I know it's the confidence, I know that, but I think he should be taking that next step in being... I've been saying Flanagan's been doing well, bro, but that game against the Warriors was... Defensively, he was good, but...
Could have done better, man.
Could have done way better.
They all could have done better.
And like, I get it, it's one game. Let's not let it get to us. You know, let's just turn around, go forward. We got the Cowboys, I believe, this week.
Yeah.
That's a big game, big test for us, which I think we're going to win. But, yeah, do you have anything else to say about the Bulldogs then before we move on?
Yeah, I really want to talk about, like, Tamari Martin.
The obstruction. We never spoke about the obstruction.
Oh, yeah, like...
Oh, my God.
Listen, the refs was I'm going to talk to them more. We've got to mention them at the end.
All right, go.
But, brother, okay, I feel like that's an obstruction. You just, like, we'll talk about more of that in depth at the end. I think this is going to be a longer episode because of this, but we have to address it. But Tamari Martin, man, because I don't want to make it seem like we got robbed, because we did not get robbed whatsoever. Felt like the refs were bad. Yes, both ways that it evened out.
Yeah, evened out.
The better team won, bro, and that's what matters. And that's what, like, I know I was talking about the refs a lot on TikTok this week and on stream this week, but I have to, like, make sure you guys know the Warriors were the better team. They deserve to win. All right, and Tamari Martin is a big reason why Sean Johnson's able to play so well, because he takes a lot of the pressure off of Sean.
How about that for a story, man?
And, man,
Tamari Martin back last year playing for Brisbane.
Chansey as well.
Moved on. He's moved on. They moved him to the Warriors. And he's just been... I don't know. I love that shit, bro.
He's putting no foot wrong, man.
It's
and
like
Chansey,
positive. We get so used to hearing bad raps about NRL players, scandals and harassment and I don't know what, drugs and all this shit. Then you hear these things, you should elaborate on them more. Tamari Martin's been good. Johnson's been good.
Chansey's nickel clock
bro. He cried at Canberra, the last Canberra. He was upset. They had to leave.
And look at him now.
Look at him now, bro.
Because that's the next game.
That's the next game. The Warriors. So that's the Bulldogs-Warriors game. We'll talk about the refereeing towards the end in our segments. But Newcastle versus Raiders. Now listen, thank you very much, Canberra Raiders. You absolutely ruined my perfect round of tipping. I was 6 from 6 so far before this game. I ended up being 7 from 8 because I tipped the Raiders. I don't know what it is, bro. But I'm going to tell you something about the Newcastle Knights. They're showing that they got heart, bro. They're showing that they got balls, bro. And I want to give a big rap to someone who's filling in someone's boots, all right, and he's doing a better job than him. Lockie Miller, right? We don't talk about him. He was at Cronulla last year. Cronulla has so much talent that they have to just get rid of, bro. It's sort of becoming like a Penrith thing. Mm-hmm. The Trindle's going to go next. You know, they lost Lockie Miller. There's heaps of centres that they have that will go, but Lockie Miller was so good, bro. I could not believe what I was watching. Because I seen him at Cronulla. We knew he was good, but it's hard to shine in a bad team sometimes in rugby league. Because you might not be able to have the ball. You might be drained. You might be tackling all the game, defending. To come up with a bit of spark, and he did that, bro. And he dragged him out there. Tyson Frizzell, I thought was, bro, so good. Lachlan Fitzgibbon. Bro, I don't know. Last week I was saying Newcastle will get the wooden spoon, but if they keep showing heart like this, keep causing upsets, I think they'll finish higher than what a lot of us think, and especially if they get Ponga back. You know what I mean? And he plays in that role. Tyson Gamble, like I don't know, man.
I don't think Ponga's coming back this season. That's my opinion.
You reckon? Apparently he's in Canada. I don't know what's happening.
Too many concussions, bro. I don't think he's coming back this year.
Yeah.
I think it'll be better for him if he doesn't come back this year.
Do you reckon?
But last year, I think they won more games without Ponga.
I think it's better for the Newcastle Knights because they don't have to worry about it.
And dude,
They can just be like, all right, this is what we have now. It is what it is. Move on.
I just feel like he's not a 6 man.
Yeah.
And
He's going to get bashed in the middle.
I understand why now seeing Lockie Miller, he's getting better every game he plays at fullback. I could see why they wanted to move him to 6. But
They had a better understanding.
bro, Lockie is like an electric lightning bolt.
What's
dude.
wrong with the Raiders, man?
Oh, the Raiders are their own worst enemy as per usual.
Always.
Dude. Their forwards and their back, like they were killing them. They were running through them, dude. And then they dropped the ball. And then they're running through them again. Like, dude, I think they had 3 guys over 240 meters. Hopper Whitey was like nearly at 200.
That's crazy.
And like, that's like
crazy
4
numbers.
guys over 200 meters pretty much. And they lost.
That's crazy.
Because they have a 70% completion rate. Because they dropped the ball. Always in the worst spot they could possibly drop it in.
Yeah, you
and
can't be
now
doing
with
that.
Jack Wyden, pretty much announcing he's going on market.
Yeah, I heard the Dolphins are speaking to him.
Like
I think he's had enough.
This is where the Dolphins have to strike.
Yeah.
Because they can't get anyone else.
Yeah.
Everyone is off the table now.
But him and the Wayne Bennett, bro, it will be up.
He'll be cracked on
him
the
and
way.
Sullivan. Think about that, bro.
Yeah, and Katoa's good too, man. I feel bad for him, but
always
yeah,
time
no,
for
you
him.
got to do it. You got to
Always
do
time
it.
for him, bro.
You got to do it. And even if they sign him to play at center, I don't think he's gonna get. I don't think he'll get that many offers or the money that he thinks he's gonna get. But I think he's a good player. But just whether other teams are needing a 6, like, but I feel like it's just gonna add more noise to an already noisy situation in Canberra.
Bro,
And we know how they deal when it starts. I know how they act when it starts getting noisy. There's just more and more and more. Like when the Raiders were doing bad the other week.
I remember the wife thing that went out at the Canberra Raiders. One of the players topping his wife, and I don't know who.
Tarpanay's wife whinging
girlfriend, wife. I don't know.
And it was full valid, bro.
Yeah.
It was fully valid because he's such a good player. And look at him now.
And they weren't playing him.
And they weren't playing him that many minutes. And he was talking to the Dogs. I wanted there was reports that he wanted to go to the Dogs or that we were going to try and get him over. And I was so happy because wanted him bad. But, bro.
Imagine him on the edge, bro. He's so good.
Haz, look at him now, bro. Yeah. Best prop in the world, I reckon.
Yeah, he's one of the best.
But, yeah, they really got to change some stuff. They really need Savage back.
Their own
as
enemy.
good as Chris did.
Still, man, you need a fullback.
Chris was the highest. He's so good at running the football.
You need the right fullback, especially in that team where you got to finish off and get the results.
But
in the end.
Hastings, Gamble, it's a good combo, bro.
I'm liking it.
Rayleigh, good
Two
player,
shithousery blokes, huh?
Yeah,
Hastings
man.
and Gamble.
Tough,
it's a good
bro.
balance. They're tough.
Got mongrel. It's like seeing 2 Joshy Reynolds.
Yeah, that's what you want, bro.
And I love Tyson Gamble because he reminds me so much of Joshy.
I can't wait
Not
to
the
reverse him.
quickest, not the strongest, not the smartest, but mate, he gives it his all every
that pass
game.
he did.
Huh? Oh,
That pass
he's
he did to
just a legend.
Shout out
Dude.
to Greg Marsden as well. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So good on debut, bro. There's so much to talk about, but I got to move on before we get into our segments.
Yeah.
Quickly, the Dragons, Nico Hines, absolutely.
What a team.
I'm not even going to say what he done to them, right? The Dragons got pumped. The Sharks smashed them. Nico Hines is back. Trindle, I don't know what you do with him, but when you have a player like Nico Hines, he's so good. He's so class. MVP performance. Like,
You just say,
he killed
he
in
looks
Supercoach.
even better than he was last year.
180 points in Supercoach or something.
Yeah,
Killed
180.
it.
Brother, he's
him.
He's stamping. Like, Trindle was playing good. He said, "Nah, brother. I'm the man here. You think you're the new sheriff of town, brother? I'm the prime minister.
I'm McNico.
He's the man, bro.
Yeah.
Hello Black made that song about Nico Hines.
Bro.
And man, it's becoming a sure thing. Renato Mulatalo, anytime try scorer.
It's so easy.
I got nothing else.
$65.
Everything else is an L for me except that.
I feel like everyone scored for him, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Nakora,
Kennedy.
Kennedy. Oh, let's talk about Kennedy.
He's just getting better.
And he's pen to paper, bro. He's staying at the Sharks
yeah,
now.
but they got Cade Dykes too, who they re-signed last year.
That's what I mean by
And
talent.
I think Cade is a potential. He's a hectic player, dude.
Yeah.
And they had Lockie Miller too. Like you pick Kennedy, and you can't really go wrong with him. He's just always where he needs to be.
Right place, right time.
Right place, right time. Like you see a kick coming, you're like, oh no, there's Kennedy. Kennedy.
You know what I love about him? It doesn't look like a good player, eh?
He just looks like an average
like
bloke.
a normal bloke.
Just a random bloke.
Just normal, does his own thing.
He looks like he's a funny bloke, bro. I reckon he's fun to be around. Just by the way, he's always got a smile on his face, bro.
He's always like that.
He's always happy, and they're just a really good team all around.
I think they're gonna do bits this year, bro.
And yeah, man, I had him second on my ladder.
Especially with Nico Hines, bro.
I had him second on my ladder, but I could see him finishing first.
That's damage with Nico Hines in
Bro, they are real contenders this year, man.
Let's wrap
Shout
up.
out to my boy Braden. What a tank, bro.
Luella, yeah.
What a
let's go through the tips of the week, and then we'll go. Actually, let's go for our segment first. Play of the round, Mr. Fred. Who do you go with?
I got Nico, because we're just talking about him.
Okay.
And he was that good.
Okay, that's.
And he was top point scorer in Supercoach.
It was phenomenal. I'm gonna go with someone that I called the fraud last week. I'm putting my hand up. My bad. Cody Walker was absolutely phenomenal. Carried that team. He said, "Look, man, if no one's gonna step up, I'm gonna step up." And I know Elias gets all the headlines at the end because he kicked the field goal, and rightly so. But Cody Walker for me was phenomenal.
It was like old Cody.
Yeah, old Cody, back out footy Cody Walker. That's what we love to see. But yeah, and another fair shout is Mitchell Moses, bro. Absolutely broke records for kicking meters.
Even Cleary was like
Cleary
up there
was
too,
good.
bro.
I don't think he was the best, but yeah, fraud of the round.
The refs, bro.
The referees.
The refs. Manly were robbed. Even all my family goes for Souths, even they all said I was not forward.
Yeah.
And they most likely score from that. Pretty much 99% chance they score
And they
from
did.
that. And brother, like
The Bulldogs game,
come on,
the
boys.
Rabbit.
I'm making a segment now because I went in on the refs and the Dogs game. Both, and there was another thing with bro at our car, full battered the ball down 10 meters out from the.
They didn't
from
call
the
it 6
Warriors, and
again.
They didn't call it 6 again.
Alamodi's fault. The Alamodi got tackled, forward pass. I was like, what happened? Did we knock it
What
on?
were these refs and touchies and bunker doing? Well, they're on hashish, bro. they were getting ready for a Cypress Hill and Ice Cube concert the next night, bro.
How was that good?
That was hectic. But they were getting ready, bro. They were stoned or something, bro.
I don't know what it is, but we know the solution.
The hits from the bong. To me, hits from the bong, bro. Those cause, bro, they're calling backwards passes forward. They're calling obstructions. They're using logic and obstructions which the NRL has basically said, nah.
Rule book only.
Rule book only. By the book. In my opinion, it should use logic. But if you're using the logic of an idiot ref, then what's the point? And
Right.
I understand why they always say go by the rule book. My opinion, that Sean Johnson try is a try. Because even Reid said it himself. He can't get there.
And even if he gets there, what's he do? What's
he gonna do?
It's too late.
Is he gonna stop him from 1 millimeter away from the try? No.
Nah.
Johnson's scoring. But they always use it. It's the fact that he's denied a chance.
That's
and
what
I
burns
understand Fanua Blake is the support runner. But they always say, if you hit him on the inside shoulder, that's by the book. No. Inside shoulder and denied an entry. Denied a chance.
You know what I wish they did? I wish he went to the bunker. I wish he went to the bunker and they actually explained this shit.
Yeah.
Because do you know what they do sometimes? They get away with a lot of shit they don't explain. They just say, try confirmed, whatever. I reckon it should go to the bunker. Let us hear what you're saying.
They do it in Union. They do it in Union.
Yeah.
They do it in NBA if you challenge a call. They do it when they challenge a call. If it's going upstairs, we should be able to hear what they're saying.
If our sport, if they want to make us
if they're going to use logic, they have to explain it.
Exactly.
But you're not allowed to use logic. For that's what the NRL always tells us.
I don't know.
By the book, it's this.
They do this. The NRL does this.
Yeah,
they do that. That's what the NRL
right,
do.
and they were bad both ways. And I'm doing a segment on TikTok now after we broke it down and I gave my opinion because Kickout, that was a strip every day of the week, especially once I saw the back angle, there was no denying it. He made a play at the ball.
Yeah, after you showed me
either
that,
a penalty or a try.
After you showed me that, I get it. I still think they lost the ball before or whatever, but not even that. When I talk about refs, bro, I'm not talking about just for my team, because last year we were horrible.
Yeah.
Right, and no ref decision made us better. No. Nothing made us worse. I burn because I love watching footy. I love watching all the games. Don't ruin games, bro, with shit calls, forward passes, this, that. If you're gonna rule something, make sure you're 100% sure about it. Give an explanation. Give a reason. We're just blokes that sit on a couch and watch footy, and we can pick it up.
Yeah.
So why can't you pick it up in a bunker where it's millions? Vlandis was like, I don't know who said it. Which Rita costs money, rah. And then you get upset at NRL players that leave, go to other sports, go to other codes. Like Suwali leaving now, everyone's so bitter. Come on, bro. Like,
he's money motivated, bro, ever since he was young. But that
hard.
one, I've been calling that for ages. He was going to leave. So whatever gave him the most money.
yeah, go hard, bro. Make your money.
But here's the
We know
thing.
he's coming back anyway.
Yeah, here's the thing for me.
And you know what's funny? We'll take him back like
Yeah.
the game always does that.
No, we should, 100%.
Val Holmes, Jared...
I wish we took Falau back, bro.
Nah, we'll never take him back.
But no one's going to take him.
Shit, go, man. All right,
But
that's our little rant. That's our refs are our frauds of the week.
Yeah, and
100%.
I'm going to go in on the refs every single week. I'm going to get everybody to send me clips that I missed that are just terrible refereeing decisions.
Shocking.
And I'm going to call it, what the F ref, bro. Right? Every week on TikTok, we're going to do it because the NRL players can't do it. The NRL coaches can't do it. Nobody in NRL can do it.
So
they can't find me.
Nah.
I'm not contractually obligated to...
Obligationist.
But I'm not contractually... I'm not contractually obligated to say good stuff about the ref and when they don't deserve... When they deserve to be absolutely ostracized.
They get paid good money, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna Nick Albeck the refs every week because I can't get fined for speaking the truth.
What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with him today? He's on smoke today.
What the hell?
So I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna need you to pull out your phone. My phone died. I need you to pull out your phone and do the round tips.
Yalla. We'll do the tips.
All right, let's go. Match of the round. What was the match of the round? Do you want Para Penrith?
I'm going Para Penrith.
Okay, you took mine. I'm gonna go Warriors.
said it
I'm gonna
first.
go for the Manly Rabbitohs game.
All right.
Just because the ending was like cracker. Let's go for the tips, bruh.
All right.
I'm getting interviewed for the first time in my life.
Was that on camera? I'm okay.
Yeah, it is, of course.
Look. All right, listen. All right. I'm going to be at this game. Tips for the round.
Okay.
Thursday, 8 o'clock, Sydney Roosters and Parramatta Eels. I'm going to be here. At Allianz.
I'm gonna go Roosters. I'm gonna go Roosters 1-12.
See, I'm worried because there's no Paulo and they're starting Rhea Hargraves, the Roosters.
That's a big...
I would like to see Ogden in a lineup for Parramatta because he was good for us, to be honest. But they're starting Wiramu Greg.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's a big boy. He's gonna be good. I'm keen to see how he goes. But yeah, I'm gonna go Parramatta. I think they're a lot better than people think.
All right.
Parramatta 1-12. All right, next game Raiders Penrith at Canberra.
Penrith are gonna absolutely smash them.
Yeah, I think they
No Jack Wyden. I know what's his name. Fogarty's back, but come on, Jack Wyden's the heart and soul of that team. I think they'll just get over about 16 points. Penrith will win.
It's always a good game. I'm gonna go Penrith 1-12.
Good call.
All right, Rabbits Storm in Sydney.
That's a freaking good game.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
go
Rabbit.
Souths.
I'm gonna go Souths.
I'm gonna go
Souths. And don't be surprised if we get a field goal again by Souths.
I like Saluka Fafita starting.
Yeah.
He's a good player. He looks like Payne Haas. Next game, Manly Knights. This is tough.
Manly's at home.
Yeah. Oh, Glen Willow Oval. I don't know where this is.
Okay. Well,
But it's a Manly home game.
Manly South. Manly who? Sorry.
Manly Newcastle.
Manly Newcastle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Manly.
I'm going to go Manly
confidently.
1-12 close. I think we'll be very close.
I think Knights' charisma's gonna wear off now.
Speaking of charisma, Dolphins versus Dragons
Dolphins by 40.
in Wollongong.
Fuck the Dragons and their supporters. Hate them.
Listen,
They're all
but
spinners.
listen. But Marshall King is back as
Yes,
well.
That's
But no Milford Katoa. I don't trust Milford Katoa. But you know what I do trust?
Who?
Benny Hunt. And I am gonna go the Dolphins, but because my brain
yeah. The brain's telling you Dolphins.
My brain's telling me Dolphins,
But your
but
heart's
my
telling you
heart's
Ben
telling me the Dragons. But I'm gonna go the Dolphins because they seem
1-12?
real safe. Yeah.
Yeah, Dolphins 1-12 for me
Yeah.
too. I was
But
joking about the 40
Dragons
plus.
can win that.
Yeah.
Can win that.
definitely.
Benny Hunt. Broncos Tigers. This one's quick. Broncos 13 plus for me.
Next.
Broncos by a lot.
And listen, don't be surprised if Tigers give them a good go and just come up short, but Broncos will win that game, and that's a big test for the Broncos, bro. You can't be complacent in
They're
games
gonna
like that.
smash them.
That's what we said. They're going to smash them, yeah.
Sharks Warriors. This is good.
This is a game of the round.
This is at points bet, so Cronulla. I'm leaning towards the Sharks here. Hines big boost.
Look, we weren't even at our best, and we were playing at Warriors home, and I know the Warriors are flying right now, and we still could have got a
We
result.
were very close.
Very close,
And
but
the Sharks are
I
way
think,
better than us.
Yeah, I think the Sharks will do them. I think the Sharks will do
I'm
them.
going to go Sharks, but 1-12.
gonna
I
go
think
30.
Warriors' defense is good.
I'm going to go 13 plus.
And Dogs North Queensland here.
I'm going to go
at
Dogs
ANZ.
Bulldogs will win this game.
I'm going Bulldogs too.
This is another wizard moment. Yeah, listen to me. Look into my eyes. Ah.
We beat them last year, man.
Bulldogs will win this game by 4 points.
Oh.
Burden will miss a kick and will just win.
Yeah, Lukey and Neem in the starting lineup. No timeout.
Is that the last game of the week?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
I'm going Dogs 1-12.
That's
I
it?
really am confident we'll win this game. They are very good, the Cowboys, but I'm expecting a big bounce back, and we have an actual bench.
We have to.
And we have been good for a decent, for
Decent
a
amount of
lot
time.
of our last 3 games.
This is 65 minutes to start
Yeah.
switching off, bro.
They're going to turn on, bro.
Alright, that's been us.
Very long episode.
It's a bit long. It's alright. You know, we love.
Well, we had a lot to talk about this week.
Look, man, I really don't care how long it gets. I just want to make sure that everyone's interested in watching and stays interested. We don't blab on too much about irrelevant shit, so that's good. But yeah, man, like, subscribe, comment. Make sure you share it around. If there's anything you want us to talk about, let us know, and get on our TikTok. We're posting 3-4 times a day, bro. We're on TikTok. We're pumping the algorithm. Fred's TikTok needs no introduction, needs no say. He's killing it, absolutely killing it. And
I'm
yeah,
streaming the games on Twitch, boys.
go hard if you don't want to hear the rubbish commentary.
You got me.
You got hectic
We
Fred
can watch
in
it
there.
together, lad.
Love you all. Look after yourselves.
All right, laters.